reports to be part of this unforgettable night. Keeping you in the know with Good to Grow, I'm Leah Cooper.
A good corporate citizen, Bahamas striping group of companies giving a hand to local businesses.
Plus, spending time with the country's youth, the Minister of the Environment visits QC's Science Expo. Stay close for that.
Red Cross Ball returns after 17 years. An awesome night was had. Details straight ahead.
And coming up in sports, the teams are arriving here in the capital to take a swing at the Caribbean Baseball Cup.
Tonight Access Now starts now.
Well, good evening, everyone. I'm Marcellus Hall.
And I'm LaDon Davis. Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
I can't wait to hear what Basil has to say about the weather, that Oscar the Grouch.
Actually, Oscar is fizzling out Marcellus, and we have the all clear, right?
Oh, that's good news right there. Without further ado, let's dive right into the news for you this evening. The Bahamas striping group of companies, in its remarkable 15-year journey, has become an iconic Bahamian business success story on a number of fronts. Along with securing a number of projects across the country, the company has turned a lot of its focus to philanthropy. And now, as Corvell Python reports, Bahamas striping is looking to give a hand to other growing businesses.
For Bahamas Striping Group of companies, creating economic opportunities for local small businesses isn't just good economics, but its chairman, Dominic Sturr, believes it helps to grow the entire country. It's how BSGC got its start 15 years ago, back then a small startup company with just a handful of employees, little in terms of capital and equipment, but afforded a $5,000 government grant that helped catapult it to what it has become today, a Bahamian conglomerate. Now the company looks to pay it forward.
The only way we can fix our country is we have to give people opportunities. We got opportunities. We got opportunities from the government, for our 3P. We got opportunities from our funding company, such as Cygnus. So unless we give the same opportunities, we can't expect anything to change. God has blessed us with the opportunities, so we have a responsibility to help our country to grow.
Stirrup and Company President Otario Mitchell recently addressed the Rotary of East Nassau's weekly meeting, where they highlighted a number of projects that are spawning opportunities for other small businesses, like the soon-to-be-completed state-of-the-art Nassau Village Community Center and the road improvement exercises on Eleuthera.
Nassau Village now has 20 self-contract companies working that project. Eleuthera, 63 miles of the base work is being done by 2 local companies from Eleuthera. Their contract is valued $15 million.
Mitchell says the company looks forward to the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the community center in Nassau Village. Work there, he says, is about 87% complete and has stayed on schedule.
One thing with us, we like to keep our commitments. We was on schedule from the day we had the groundbreaking. We promised that they will have their Christmas function inside that building. We are pushing tirelessly to make sure that we live up to that promise.
The Nassau Village Community Center is set for completion by this December. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corvell Python.
Private sector schools getting creative today with presentations at Queens College's Science Expo. Students were challenged to interestingly examine the effects of long-term shifts in temperature and weather patterns. Danielle Dean reports.
Science enthusiasts from 9 of Nassau's private schools met up at Queen's College's Jeffrey Brown Auditorium Wednesday to present on possible repercussions of climate change.
Our project shows how many people aren't really aware that the heat from climate change is impacting our hurricanes.
The Bahamas as an archipelago is very tiny, and if Hurricane Milton had directly hit us, we would not be standing there today. We wanted to find a way that we can de-intensify the effects of a hurricane, and our solution was using nitrogen gas inside of coral beams to slow down the effects.
This Queen's College student boasts that lots of time and energy went into his team's presentation, in his opinion, warranting the victory.
Our project is to examine the effects of climate change on Bahamian ecosystems, especially the agricultural ecosystems and plants in general. We thought we were really creative in our method of creating these boxes. Instead of going out and buying a box, we constructed our boxes out of our greenhouses, I should say, out of glass disposal boxes.
Garth Jackson, Bahamas National Trust Educational Coordinator and Expo Judge, contends 2 major factors are confidence and creativity.
I'm looking forward to going through the rest of the schools, making sure that I cover each of the schools, getting to know the students, getting to learn about their projects.
Emphasizing the cruciality of such an event, Environment Minister Von Miller.
I've seen areas on New Providence, areas in Eleuthera, where I grew up, that is now covered with water. Or anytime it rains, floods really quickly.
For reasons like this, Minister Miller believes that despite an individual's reluctance to accept the reality of climate change, the issue warrants attention. Reporting for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Tanya Aldine.
All right, thanks, Danielle. Well, still to come, live in studio, a breast cancer survivor here to tell us her story. Don't blink. We'll be right back.
Hey, are you looking to save for a big purchase or occasion? Well, let me introduce myself. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond, and I am guaranteed to earn interest on your money with terms ranging from 1 to 6 years. Government savings bonds are safe, and for as little as $100, you can start to save for your future. My name is Bond, the Bahamas Government Savings Bond, and I'm available to any Bahamian, guaranteed. Go to the Central Bank website and search savings bonds for more details.
Bahamas, are you ready? Keep the vibe alive. Music group, along with Alpha Sounds, present the best of the best. Raking Scrape Explosion Reloaded. This is the biggest one-day all-Bahamian concert of the year. Featuring KB, D-Mac, Abby, Mama D, Fan Sean, Shine 242, The Falcon, and more. Mark your calendars. It's going down November the 2nd at Super Club Races Ground. Tickets now available at BahamasEtickets.com or both Beauty Shack location. General admission $60. VIP, Skybox, and Skypods also available. For more info, call 394-0819 or email keepthevibealive242@gmail.com. Experience the magic once again with more legends for one night only. Come party with us November 2nd at Best of the Best. Rake and Scrape Explosion Reloaded.
Bulk up your business and communication with parents, students, and staff in seconds with a live business bulk SMS messaging. This is the perfect tool to keep you connected and easily send important updates, event reminders, and emergency alerts. Keep your campus informed and connected with bulk SMS messaging from a live business. The right choice for fast, reliable communication. For more information, contact the experts.
And you're looking at a shot of Clifton Pier by our drone pilot, Neville Smith. Let's take a trip now to the second city to see what's going on there.
Family Island News is brought to you by Commonwealth Brewery Limited.
Well, after a 17-year hiatus, the Grand Bahama Red Cross Renaissance Ball was held last Saturday at the Grand Lucayan Ballroom under the theme Resilient, Renewed, Recharged. Patrons danced the night away under the sounds of KB and the Royal Bahamas Police Force Pop Band. Grand Bahama is bouncing back, and so is the Red Cross Ball. Let's turn things over now to LaDawn, who is going to talk about breast cancer with our survivor, our colleague, Ronell Cartwright. LaDawn?
That's right, Marcellus. We are with Ronell Cartwright, who is not only our colleague, but an actual hero. Ronnie, welcome to the Bahamas Tonight Access Now.
Thank you.
So, Ronnie, talk to us a little bit about, I know you've been breast cancer free for a number of years. Talk to us a little bit about that, and how many years are you in?
Well, this month, actually on the 27th, will be 8 years now. Yeah, 8 years. It's been quite a journey. I've been encouraging a lot of women, you know, don't be afraid to get your breast checked out. You know, if any slight signs of maybe like a rash or any enlargement, to go and quickly get it checked.
So what were some of the symptoms you experienced that prompted you to go and get checked out?
Well, actually, LaDawn, I was visiting my brother in the U.S., and I've always had a lump in my breast at the age of 17. That's when I noticed it. And I went and checked it out. Luckily for me, it was benign. And from then, I was always conscious of that lump, so I constantly checked myself. And back in 2016, I just came out of the shower, and I noticed there was a lump protruding out of the side of my breast. And I remembered it was not the same lump. This lump was more to the side. The lump that I had from I was 17 was more at the top. And so I quickly called my doctor then and I said, hey, I don't think this is the same lump. And he told me, he said, whenever you get back in town, give me a call and we'll get it checked out right away.
So after those symptoms and you going to the doctor, what was your next course of action?
My next course of action was when I got the news. They told me that the test would take about a week because they would have to send it off. Unfortunately, the test came back a whole lot sooner. Came back within 2 days, and the doctor quickly called me. He said, are you around anyone? I was at my daughter's PTA meeting at the time, and I got the news, and when I got it, he was like, you have invasive ductal carcinoma. I was stunned, I was shocked, I didn't know how to respond to him. The only thing that I could have said was, hey, what does that mean? Like, talk to me. So my sister-in-law was with me at the time, and she immediately saw tears run down my face. And the only thing that I thought about right then and there were my kids. And so he told me that I would have to meet up with the surgeon for him to further explain exactly what the diagnosis is.
And what was your next course of action? You had surgery, you had radiation, chemotherapy? At that time, my first course of action was, you know what, I'm not just taking this as is. I decided to get a second opinion. I flew out the very next morning, and I went to have another biopsy done. They confirmed it. It was invasive ductal carcinoma, which is stage 2 breast cancer. And I decided right then and there, hey, listen, cancer's not gonna beat me. This is my time to fight. I have my kids that I have to look after. I'm not ready to go yet. So right then and there, I put on my boxing gloves and I was like, cancer, you picked the wrong one. So you had chemotherapy, radiation?
I had a left mastectomy. I never did chemo or radiation, even though they had suggested I did. My doctor wasn't kind of pleased about that, but it was, of course, my decision. And ever since then to now, I've been good.
So you're in remission now?
I've conquered cancer. Mm-hmm. I don't tell people that I'm surviving cancer. I've conquered cancer.
And what were some of the lifestyle changes that you've made after your diagnosis?
Since then, I cut back out on a lot of meats, tried to keep up with, like, exercising and stuff. Well, you know, I'm the junkanoo person here. Try to keep up with staying fit and try to just stay in a stress-free environment. The stress really feeds cancer. So I just try to keep positive at all times and, you know, always keep smiling and think about the positive things and, you know, where would I've been if I hadn't made a quick decision to just, you know, go and further this diagnosis.
Ronnie, thank you so much for joining us here on the Bahamas Tonight Access Now and sharing your story with us as we raise awareness for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Marcellus, what's coming up in sports?
Hey, coming up in sports tonight, we'll take a look at what's going on with the Caribbean Baseball Cup. Team Bahamas set to take the diamond. Details ahead in sports.
I've been a J.S. Johnson customer for over 15 years. This was the first and only insurance company I've ever been with since I was a teen. And the reason I stayed is because they treat everyone like family, like literally. They greet you from the door, walk you inside. You can have a nice little conversation. They treat you like family. I love it. I would definitely recommend J.S. Johnson to anybody. J.S. Johnson, that's where it's at.
Ultra Tech in your car. Fill up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Spend less and go far. Fuel up with Ruby's Ultra Tech. Get the most out every ride. Just watch your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel up with confidence in every mile. Get Ruby's Ultra Tech in your tech and drive with a smile. Watch Let your car perform with the best fuel inside. Fuel the difference with Ruby's Ultratech.
Car insurance, home insurance, marine insurance, this insurance, that insurance. The truth is, you may not like it very much, but you need insurance, and it has to work for you. That's why Summit Insurance policies are designed with you and your life in mind, fitting your lifestyle and needs perfectly. So you can rest comfortably knowing that your car, home, boat, and business are well taken care of. Contact our agents at Insurance Management today. Summit Insurance. We peak above all others.
Covering the news seems easy, but we put thought into what we're doing. The Bahamas Tonight Access Now, here to inform, educate, and entertain. A new type of newscast featuring social media trends, news from around the islands, interviews with the people you like, sports, weather, and fabulous entertainment. That's a Bahamas Tonight Access Now with Marcellus Hall and LaDon Davis. Live, starting September 16th.
From June 1st to November 30th, the ZNS Radio and Television Network is the #1 source in the Bahamas for hurricane information before, during, and after a storm. Now is the time to choose your radio and television hurricane season ad packages. Get extra special rates and run the ads only when you want them to run. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800.
Total Sports Report is brought to you by the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup. 6 days of high-level competition, October 23rd to 28th.
Well, welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall. It's that time of the year, meaning the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup. Getting ready to get rolling tomorrow. That's going to be at the Andre Rogers Baseball Diamond. Team Bahamas will be going up against 5 other nations for the overall crown. Let's take a quick look at what's going on for you. The squad has been named heading into the games. As we look at the roster here, Bahamas will play their first matchup tomorrow evening, and when they go up against the U.S. Virgin Islands, that game comes away at 7:30. And then following that, our first game of the tournament will be Cuba versus St. Martin at 11 o'clock that morning, followed by Dominican Republic against Curacao. Opening ceremonies will take place at 7. As we take a look at the schedule here for the entire tournament, Team Bahamas scheduled to play the feature game on a daily basis. Now, the Bahamas Youth Flag Football League returning home safely from a weekend tournament in Florida. 3 teams competing at the USA Flag Orlando Cup in 3 divisions. They had the 10U, 14U, and the 16U squads. For the 10U team, it will be their first taste of high-level competition. Meanwhile, 14U squad, they made it to the semifinals before they would bow out. 16U, they would dominate the competition, finishing undefeated on their way to claiming the championship title there. So congratulations going out to all 3 teams on their level of play. Also back home, our CAC bodybuilding team, after they competed at the CAC championships, the 6-member team competing at the event in Guyana. Squad doing pretty well, returning home with 3 silvers and 2 bronze medals. Rashad Cunningham was 4th in the men's fitness. Alexander Kemp won silver in fit model and in fitness categories. Wellington Wallace took silver in men's physique in the men's open, and Jackie Clare 4th in the event there as far as the women's bikini was concerned. Federation now looking to continue to move forward under President Wellington Katz-Sayers, who says they're looking forward to doing big things in the near future. That's your check on sports for you here tonight. We do have our weather just ahead of us. Stay tuned.
The ZNS Total Sports Report has been brought to you by the 6th Caribbean Baseball Cup. Get your tickets now, online or at the Andre Rogers Stadium.
Hi, I'm Brent Burrows, Vice President of Retail and Sales at CBS Bahamas and the CBS Pro Store. Not only do we guarantee the best prices on all your favorite building materials, but we're proud to offer the best delivery program in all of Nassau. Whether you buy one box of screws or a truckload of plywood, island-wide delivery is just $5. And for our Family Island customers, we're proud to offer complimentary drop-off to the mailboat of your choice. Visit us today at the CBS Pro Store on Robinson Road and check out our website to set up your next delivery.
It's time now for your Access weather forecast. Oscar is out of here, and showers associated with that system has now moved offshore. It's now just a remnant low-pressure system, but there's another area of concern that we're looking at, and that's in the Western Caribbean Sea. By the end of the month, we could see some development taking place here, and guess what? It's going to head our way, so we'll keep you posted on those developments. And it's time now for your boating forecast, and that's brought to you by Live Business, where you're always protected during the worst storms. In the Northwestern Islands, northeast winds 12 to 18 knots away, fights 3 to 6 feet. High tide takes place at 53 minutes past midnight, with caution flags remaining in place for the Northwestern Islands. Now the Central and Southeastern Islands, winds already now light and variable with flat sea conditions 1 to 3 feet over the ocean. And as we take you into Wednesday, middle of the week, Northwestern Central Islands, winds become northeast at 10 to 15 knots, wave heights 2 to 4 feet. So we'll drop that caution flag tomorrow for you. Your low tide will occur at 6:57 in the morning, with a high tide at 1:28 in the afternoon. And for the southeast Bahamas on Wednesday, westerly flow 10 to 15 knots, the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. Thursday, for all areas, winds northeast-east 10 to 15 knots, and your wave heights still at 2 to 4 feet over the ocean. Low tide, that will take place at 8:03 in the morning, with a high tide at 2:31 in the afternoon. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. That's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But join me at 11 o'clock for a full weather update. Marcellus and LaDon.
All right, thanks so much, Baz. Looks a little windy out there, LaDon.
It sure is, Marcellus. Let's hold on to our hats and check in with Matea Cunningham with Let's Talk Socials.
Trending this week are Bahamian athletes. Yes, our Bahamian athletes are leaving their global mark once again in a plethora of ways. Welcome back to Let's Talk Social, guys. We're talking about our Bahamian athletic prides and joys. Jonquel Jones, Devin Charlton, and Wanye McCoy. These three athletes all have different achievements that have found their way circulating our beloved social media platforms. Jonquel Jones won the WNBA championships this weekend. You know what that means for us, right? The entire Bahamas has won those championships. Jonquel helped capture her team the New York Liberty's first WNBA title ever. Check out what the socials have been seeing.
Oh man, it means everything. It means everything to be able to pull out a championship and pull out a win. I just know how bad everybody in the locker room wanted it, and you know, it's a great group. We really love each other, so to be able to finish the season like this as champions is second to none.
Next, we talk about Devin Charlton being inducted into Purdue's Hall of Fame. The Women's World Indoor 60-meter champion has been deemed by Purdue University Hall of Fame worthy. So you guys know what that means, right? The whole Bahamas has just been inducted. I kid, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Here's some photos from that. Lastly, the youngest on our lineup tonight, Wanye McCoy, signed an NIL deal with the brand Puma. The young prodigy and Olympian can be seen in style in his newest gear, receiving well-deserved love from his Bahamian audience. This has been a packed week on socials for our athletes, and we couldn't be more proud. I'm Matea, and this has been Let's Talk Socials.
Thanks so much, Matea. Good job there. And just like that, we're all done for the night.
Until tomorrow, Marcellus. This is the Bahamas Tonight Access Now, and I'm signing off.
Don't go anywhere, though. Stay tuned. We got the rundown with Clint Watson. Good night, everybody.
I don't know, but there's all kind of cars in the parking lot. You ain't even know where to park. Yeah, just don't park in the... Look at this way. Like, you ain't get nowhere to go. Don't park him. Just don't park in the handicap spot. Yeah, that's handicap. No, you can't park in the handicap spot. I ain't gonna be that long. I ain't gonna be that long. Handicap spot, Boy, what's going on, dog? I tell you we shouldn't park here now. This way park here. I tell you we shouldn't park here. Don't get one of these things.
My bar big rope, and he got a sticker inside that say this mod though. We gotta move. This is honey gas.
That's what we get.
But we gotta move. We can move right now. Sorry.
Be considerate. Don't use disabled parking spaces without a decal in your vehicle. This message is brought to you by the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities.